Gamers and gamettes, what is going on? My name is Tanek127 and welcome back to another Tera console video. And enjoy the gameplay in the background. We are playing on a dungeon, Bastion of Locke, and there's something really special about this gameplay in case you guys don't notice the control scheme and the buttons at hand. This is actually Xbox One gameplay. And I wanted to make sure I used Xbox One gameplay for this specific video because Xbox One is the platform I'm primarily playing Tera console on. So therefore, for this one, and when I do, my my video talking about issues with the technical tests and things like that, I'll be using Xbox One gameplay for those specific videos. Now, I did play Tera console on both versions, but disclaimer right here: this video specifically is going to be about how I feel about Tera as an MMO. This isn't going to be about like my issues with the technical tests, the problems I had with it, and all that stuff. No. Saving all those, jotting those ideas down for another video. Trust and believe that specific one is coming. But for this video, I just specifically want to talk about how I feel about Tera as an MMO. Do I like it? Do I hate it? What I thought of the game, playing it for the past 4 days and stuff like that. Just more of a first impressions kind of thing, not really a review and anything like that. And guys, big other disclaimer here I want to throw in too. I know I'm throwing a lot of disclaimers and taking along with the intro here, so please forgive me. But this is from a first time player version style standpoint. So I'm going to be a lot more hyped and enthusiastic about this game than somebody who's been playing it for 5 years. Just wanted to get that out of the way, but let's get into the video. So how do I feel about Tera console? Honestly, hands down, this game is amazing. I love it, and I want to say after playing this to getting roughly to about level, I'm going to say 33 or 34 naturally, and I've noticed where a lot of these other MMOs that are out today have gotten their inspiration from. Now I'm not going to say flat out that they copied Tera and stuff like that, because I'm sure there are things that Tera picked up that was inspired from other games. But a lot of these mechanics in Tera, and I think one reason it felt so at home to me, feel familiar from other games. Like honestly, if you want to break down Tera, here's how it is hands down. Take Final Fantasy XIV, the mechanics of Final Fantasy XIV, in a Neverwinter or World of Warcraft like universe with a perfected version of Skyforge's combat. That's basically Tera in a nutshell. Now, the elements it steals from Final Fantasy XIV are like, mechanics. Some of the character models are representative in that kind of way. The customization and stuff like that. The way, dungeons and other areas and stuff like that play out. Just the strategic elemental gameplay of Final Fantasy XIV. It's not, it doesn't steal too much. It doesn't, I'm not going to say steal, but there's not too much it has in common with 14 as a game per se, but there are, elements that, make it feel familiar to Final Fantasy XIV. Neverwinter and World of Warcraft, the style of the universe, the whole elves, lollies, orc things, and, monsters and all that kind of stuff, the game's art style and stuff like that. It's more fantasy based, like that Neverwinter and World of Warcraft kind of feel. And Skyforge, of course, Tera has a better version of Skyforge's action combat. So Tera doesn't play tab target like Final Fantasy XIV or World of Warcraft. Tera is straight up action combat. You push a button, that's what happens. There's there's button mashing. You're able to spam certain abilities. You're able to to do things like that. Tera feels like you're playing something more on the lines of a Tales game or an action RPG or like Devil May Cry or Kingdoms of Amalur, something along those lines. Not so much as the tab targeting like Final Fantasy XIV or World of Warcraft, where you have to select a target and then push a button, and then there's a cooldown to hit the button, and you have to go from do different button combinations to do different combos and all that kind of stuff. No, Tera's just strictly, it feels like a straight up action RPG. Like when I was playing my Slayer class, which is a two-hand great sword wielder, It felt like I was using a two-handed sword in like a Dark Souls fight or something. There's free aim and there's lock on, and the combat, guys. Oh my God, this game's combat, it feels so smooth. I didn't know combat like this could exist in the MMO. Like Skyforge's combat, I love it, but this is just like a more perfected, just, you know, smoother version of it. I don't know how to explain it. Like, it straight up feels like you're playing an action RPG. Like, if it weren't for the MMO elements and, you know, the thousands of people just being everywhere else, and this was a solo game, I'd swear, you know, I would think I'm playing like Kingdoms of Amalur, Dark Souls, Skyrim, or something like that. That's how natural and smooth this game's combat feels. It feels so good, just like an action RPG. But also, with that being said, it means that it's dependent on, you know, your own skill and stuff like that to survive in combat. Yes, you know, you have healers that are supposed to, you know, buff you, heal you, and things like that. But at the same time, you're responsible for, you know, dodging certain enemy attacks, moving around AoEs, and especially since, you know, you have action combat and you're able to control what combos you do when you swing and stuff like that. You don't have an excuse of waiting, you know, for a cooldown or something like that before you can move out of that AoE. You can just straight up move out of it, cancel your attack, and start it up once you get at a better angle, or that's the case. But guys, I'm telling you, the combat, hands down, is probably the most amazing thing about this game. The game's questing. One thing I hear all the time from content creators and people that talk about Tera is the questing is very bland. It's very, you know, plain and annoying. No. I'm going to give you guys my perspective. I think Tera's questing is very convenient. And the reason for that is because, like, it's so simple. I mean, yes, you know, MMO questing can be tedious. That's just the life of MMOs. But it's always so straightforward, so simple. You know, there's little cutscenes. There's not too much dialogue for you to read. You know, there's enough there to give you the gist of the story and let you know what's going on. And a lot of the quests that, you know, are in certain areas and stuff like that, they always revolve around the quest line that you're currently doing. So say you have a dungeon in a certain town, right? Well, if you pick up side quests in that area, chances are those side quests are going to be for you to do things that coincide along with your main quest, or for side objectives for you to do inside that dungeon. Say there's a Super Beast 2.0 in that dungeon. Well, one of your side quests are going to be, hey, while you're in this dungeon, kill 10 Super Beast 2.0 and stuff like that. Guys, I'm telling you, the questing system is very convenient, and it never, you know, pushed me too out of the way from my main objective or anything like that. It all coincides with each other without feeling super linear. It is great. It's marvelous. I had an amazing time playing it. The soundtrack, amazing. Every single boss fight, you know, has like these pulsating musics and soundtracks that go right along with the fight. I swear, it feels like you're playing something like out of like a crazy action movie or something like that. It feels really good. A lot of this game just blends together so well. The story is even pretty cool too. I do think there should be, you know, just a little bit more cutscenes and stuff like that to illustrate where, you know, the story is coming from and things like that. Because I got a little bit lost in the story at first, just trying to learn things. But some of the side quests and a lot of the other things I was learning and exploring in the game and everything did clear that up for me. The game's graphics are beautiful for a 5-year-old game, guys. Hands down, I have to say these visuals are great. Now, granted, you know, they're not super powerful like Last of Us looking next generation graphics. It's a five-year-old game, but for this game's age and the hardware it was originally made on, this game is beautiful. The worlds are amazing. Everything just looks good, plays well, runs together just so great. It was honestly hard for me to find things that I really did not like about this game. The only thing I have, and not even against the game, is just there's a lot to learn, and I feel that the game should do a little bit better in teaching you a lot of these mechanics, because there's a ton of stuff to learn in Tera. Tera's like a whole new ball game and breed of MMO. Like, there's just so many things added to it with how your weapons work, upgrading, relic weapons, artifact weapons, all that stuff. There's just so much there That's my only thing. I wish they would teach you a little bit more about that. But otherwise, guys, this game is amazing, and I honestly can't wait for you guys to try it. But anyway, guys, y'all enjoyed this video. Be sure to smash that thumbs up button for me. And I want to thank you all so much for watching. It's your boy, Tnek127. And please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Till next time, peace out, take care.